Why don't you just disappear? My stepdaughter snapped during a fight. Her mother joined in. We'd be better off without you. I didn't say a word, just packed my bags. This morning, my phone blew up with 13 missed calls. The words stung like a blade. Why don't you just vanish? My stepdaughter hurled at me during a heated argument. Her mother chimed in. Maybe we'd all be happier without you. I didn't respond. I just grabbed a bag and started packing. This morning, my phone lit up with 13 missed calls. Something felt wrong the moment I stepped into the living room this Sunday. The house was eerily still, but that wasn't the issue. My gaze scanned the room, searching for what was off. Then it clicked. Every family photo had changed. I approached the frame above the mantel, the one from our Yosemite trip last summer. The picture was there, but I was missing from it. All traces of me had been meticulously erased from family snapshots spanning 3 years. I stood there, coffee cooling in my grip, when I heard my stepdaughter's bedroom door shut softly upstairs. Her footsteps hesitated at the top of the staircase. She knew I was awake. After a pause, she descended, clutching her phone, avoiding my eyes as she moved toward the kitchen. "Morning," I said, keeping my tone even. The silence that followed was thick. She'd been struggling with school, and I thought, well, it doesn't matter what I thought. Her reply cut deep. "Stop acting like you care about my grades. You're not my real dad." I'd heard versions of this before, but her tone carried a new edge, cold and intentional. My wife, in the kitchen, must have overheard, but she stayed silent. That silence felt like a betrayal. The tension had been simmering all week. Dirty dishes left pointedly in the sink. Doors slammed a little too hard. Conversations that hushed when I entered. My wife grew distant, brushing off my attempts to talk. "She's just being a teenager, don't take it personally," she'd say. But last night, it all erupted. My stepdaughter was texting at dinner against our rules. When I calmly reminded her, she slammed her phone down. "Why are you always on my case? Can't you just leave me alone?" I started. "I'm only trying to—" "To what?" "Play dad? I already have one," she snapped, standing so fast her chair scraped the floor. "Why don't you just disappear? Nobody needs you trying so hard. It's sad." I looked to my wife, hoping for support, for anything. Instead, she set down her fork and said softly, "Maybe we'd all be better off if you did." The words lingered like a fog. 3 years of memories flooded my mind. My stepdaughter's first giggle at my corny joke, the night she cried to me about her first breakup. The proud look my wife gave me when my stepdaughter asked me, not her mom, to help pick her prom dress. Slowly, I stood, my meal half finished. "Okay," I said quietly. "Okay, what?" my stepdaughter challenged, but there was a flicker of doubt in her eyes. "If that's how you both feel, okay." I went upstairs, pulled out an old duffel, and packed clothes for a few days. My hands were steady, my mind oddly clear. Downstairs, I heard them whispering, but no one followed. My stepdaughter had vanished to her room. My wife stood in the kitchen doorway, arms folded. "So you're just leaving? That's your answer?" she asked. "You said you'd be better off," I replied, checking for my keys and wallet. "I'm honoring that." "That's not— I didn't mean—" She faltered, something holding her back. I grabbed my bag. "I'll be at my friend's. I'll find something permanent soon." At the door, I paused. When she said those things before, it hurt. But you agreeing? That broke something. I drove to my friend's house in silence. He took one look at me, set up his guest room, and asked no questions. That's the kind of friend he is. I shut off my phone, took a sleeping pill from my travel kit, and crashed. This morning, unfamiliar curtains greeted me. When I powered on my phone, it erupted. 13 missed calls, 8 from my wife, 3 from my stepdaughter, 2 from my sister, 27 texts, 4 voicemails. I haven't checked them yet. Sitting in my friend's guest room, watching morning traffic, I thought about those empty spaces in the photos. Maybe they were always there, and I was too blind to see. My phone buzzed again. My stepdaughter. After everything, I stared at her name, wondering what was so urgent. But I'm not ready, not yet. Sometimes the hardest part isn't leaving, it's deciding if you should return. Thank you all for the support on my last post. I didn't expect such a response. To answer common questions, yes, I've seen the messages. No, I haven't replied. And yes, I'm still at my friend's. This morning, I pretended to work while staring at my phone, debating whether to break the silence. Then my friend dropped a bombshell over breakfast. "Her real dad's back in town," he said, showing me a social media post of my stepdaughter's biological father at a local diner, dated 2 weeks ago. The same man who hasn't paid child support in years, who missed her last 4 birthdays. Suddenly, everything clicked. I skimmed my wife's texts again. Anger, real mature running off, concern, "Please just tell us you're okay," and then something vague. There's something you need to know about her. Call me. My sister stopped by at lunch, coffee in hand, with her usual take-charge attitude. You look awful, she said, plopping onto the couch. Thanks. Love you too, I muttered. I saw her at the mall yesterday, she said. Meeting her dad for coffee, she didn't notice me. She looked hopeful, like she's scared to believe something good's happening. I knew that look, same as when she got into that summer program last year. Did you know he's been texting her for months? My sister continued. Says he'll make things right. My stomach churned. I checked my stepdaughter's social media, something I rarely do. Her latest post was a photo with her dad, captioned, "True Family Time." The comments were full of hearts from friends who didn't know his history. My friend, listening quietly, spoke up. Remember last time he showed up? I did. When she was 13, he made big promises, stayed 2 weeks, then vanished. She was crushed for days. My wife and I spent months rebuilding her confidence. Then my phone pinged, a text from my wife. He's asking her to move in with him. She's considering it. Please, I know you're upset, but she needs you. I typed and deleted several replies. What could I say? Sorry you told me to vanish, but now you need me. Then another notification. My stepdaughter's new story. College brochures on her bed, captioned, "Big changes ahead. Time to choose my true path." Those were his words from 3 years ago, before he ditched her for his true path. My sister saw my expression. What's on your mind? I'm thinking of our wedding day, I said. She said in her speech that family finds you when you least expect it. Now she's posting about her true family while he plays perfect dad. My phone rang, an unknown number. This is her guidance counselor from Riverside High. I need to discuss concerning changes in her academic plans and behavior. Can you come in tomorrow morning? I agreed, my mind spinning. She'd been a straight A student, set on college. What changed? After hanging up, my sister and friend waited. So? My sister pressed. Time to stop hiding, I said. I opened my stepdaughter's voicemail. Her voice was soft, uncertain. I know you probably hate me. I get it. I need to tell you something, why I said those things about him. Please call back. It reminded me of the 13-year-old who checked the mailbox daily for letters that never came. I'm meeting the counselor tomorrow at 9. Then, it's time for real talks. Because stepping away sometimes sharpens your perspective. The school's number is still on my screen, next to a text from her dad in our family group chat. Big news at dinner tomorrow. I know what that news is. I won't let history repeat itself. That night at the ice cream shop shifted everything. My stepdaughter poured out her heart, about her dad's manipulation, her fears, her guilt. But a detail caught me. He'd been urging her to get her friend's parents to invest in his startup. It clicked. The lawsuits I'd found showed his pattern, targeting families through kids. My anger found focus. What he's doing isn't just wrong, I said. It's illegal. Her eyes widened. She showed me group chats where he solicited investments from minors. That night, after dropping her home, I made calls. My sister knows someone at the SEC. My friend knows a DA's contact. By morning, I had a plan. He didn't expect it. At his big announcement dinner, he pitched his startup to my stepdaughter's friends' parents, promising huge returns. I waited until appetizers arrived, then stood. Some guests would like to join us. 2 federal agents and a state investigator entered. His confidence crumbled. They'd uncovered 7 fraudulent schemes across 3 states, tied to every time he'd reconnected with my stepdaughter. The car dealership that cost my wife her savings, part of a bigger scam. The food truck franchise, same. He'd been careless this time, documenting everything in texts to my stepdaughter, thinking she'd never betray him. When she forwarded those to the investigators, his fate was sealed. The parents at the dinner wore wires capturing every lie. He tried to flee, knocking over a waiter, but security stopped him. As they led him away, he gave my stepdaughter that manipulative look. Sweetie, it's a misunderstanding. Tell them I'm your dad. She stood chin high and took my hand. My dad's right here, and he just watched you get what you deserve. The fallout was intense. News reports, victim statements, more families stepping forward. Investigators traced $2.3 million in stolen funds. He faces 15 to 20 years. His startup was a sham, a fake website, stolen photos. The real win wasn't his arrest, it was the small moments after. My stepdaughter boxed up his photos, calling them evidence, with a faint smile. She rejoined her AP classes. The school was lenient. Her friend's parents started a support group for scam victims. Something good from something terrible. Last night, she asked me to review her college essays. I've got a unique story now, she said. Who else can write about taking down their bio dad's fraud empire? My wife and I are in counseling, rebuilding trust. Watching my stepdaughter restore my photos to the family albums, carefully placing each one, spoke louder than words. This morning, she brought an envelope to breakfast. He asked me to mail this last week, she said. Investment papers for his startup. Want to add it to the evidence? I looked at her. Want to deliver it to the investigators together? She grinned. That real smile I'd missed. Can we get ice cream after? Some say revenge is too harsh. That family is family. But real family doesn't steal your future. Real family protects you even from other family. He's sentenced next month. My stepdaughter's preparing a victim impact statement, crafting each word with care. Yesterday, she asked me to review it. It needs a strong ending, she said, to show I'm not just his victim. She's already found it. In her confidence, her work helping other kids spot scams, the college brochures back on her desk. Her real path, not his lies. Tonight, we're having a family dinner. Just us three. She's making her signature pasta sauce, learned from cooking videos we watched together in lockdown. Ordinary, beautiful family moments. The kind he'll have years to reflect on from his cell.